All right, and we are live. Salute. What's up? What's happening? Look, you guys got a few extra minutes. Broke my fast early. So I figured since I didn't break it early, I started fasting earlier yesterday. Definitely got my 16 hours in, but since I already broke my fast, let's go ahead and see what Cosmic Verse is talking about over here. You guys smash that like button. Go ahead and subscribe and share the live. Let's go.
Women don't value them until it's too late.
Please, can someone give me some dating advice on where to find a man that's not going to f me over? She's got much patience left in me. Truly cannot listen to someone tell me what their favourite colour is one more time. I'm like, first dates are just fucking horrible. My DMs are open, you know.
No!
I don't know what to do anymore. Like, I just need affection right now. I need affection, and I'm just not talking to anyone. I fucking hate dating apps, and I don't want to do a one-night stand because I've done that before, and it is not it. It is not it, all right? I just want to be fucked. I just want to be fucked, but I want you to be a good person, and I want to at least like you, and you have a good personality. Where do you meet people except at a bar? I barely drink. I don't really do that. And no one asks people out anymore. Like, no one just instead, and they have to be intoxicated. Like, why do we not just ask people out? I think you just have to accept that you might get shut down and you might get rejected, and that's okay. But no one asks people out anymore.
Then, why don't you ask somebody out? What are you talking about? Lead by example. You guys smash that like button. They're babbling.
In person, and I hate dating apps. Don't want to do it. And it's like, yes, I just want to be and have a good time. But I don't want it to be force. Am I asking for too much?
So she's not looking for something serious, just wants to get laid, but also wants the guy to be a good person. On top of that, she expects the man to take the lead, ask her out, plan everything, and still somehow respect her, even though she's not offering anything beyond vibes and vibes only. She wants the thrill of casual sex, the safety of emotional support, the attention of a boyfriend, and the freedom of being single, all wrapped into one man.
Facts.
And then wonders why nothing works out. It's like she wants the benefits of a relationship with none of the commitment and expects men to just go along with it, like they're lucky to even be in her presence.
You guys smash that
Honestly,
like button.
a man can't win in this setup, because if he treats her like a casual fling, he's a player. But if he treats her with respect and wants more, she calls him clingy or boring. It's no wonder so many men are walking away from dating altogether.
I have half a mind to not turn down a date, trip, nothing this year. May the best man win.
Where do men get their audacity, please? Where do you get your audacity from? I don't understand. Oh my God.
You need help. I feel like if God wanted to make me mentally stable, he would have made me mentally stable. But he didn't. So lock your fucking doors.
Do you know the love that I want to find me? I want to be able to do the trend going on where the wife tells the husband, I can't pay the mortgage this month. He's like, you don't pay the mortgage, I pay. Oh my God, I want that. I want that where they're like, you don't even pay the bills at all. I want my husband to, even if I were to get a penny out of my pocket, to be like, what are you doing? You don't give me money. You don't help me with not even a penny.
I don't know why they got to do all this hollering.
Praying.
I apologize in advance, you guys. I know it's early. I don't know why these females have to do so much hollering. You know, just turn your volume down. At any point in time, a female could pop up, a Jezebel, screaming for no reason and then calling it humor, like, or satire or comedy. And it's none of those things.
I get that soon.
Notice how she uses the word love and says, do you know the love that I want to find me? That's not love at all, Essentially, what she's really saying is that she wants a man to fund her life and pay her bills. She's not looking for love. She's looking for a sponsor, someone to cover her expenses and finance her lifestyle. When a woman equates love with financial provision, it reveals that her primary concern isn't emotional connection or partnership, but securing financial security at someone else's expense. She's not talking about building a life with a man. She's talking about finding a man to bankroll her life for her. The way she phrases it makes it sound like she's searching for something deep and meaningful, but in reality, it's just transactional. We have to understand that in today's dating world, many modern women are in survival mode. True love is at the end of their list.
Nobody wants me because I'm fucking crazy. Nothing to do with my profession. When I'm on a second date talking about babies, houses, cars, etc., right, they go running for the hills.
Nobody wants you because they check your social media and you're doing gimmicks like this to thirst trap. This is not a coincidence or happenstance that she's leaned over. My boy did the right thing by blocking out her kibbles and bits here. But you know, look at her eyes. They're dead. So if you're wondering, yes, Gen Zer, whatever she's saying, excuse me, got the working out. And this isn't shade towards all Gen Z women, just Gen Z females. What she's saying is going to be something crazier than any generation prior to her, because she has to outplight their plight. Even though she ain't had enough years in this realm to really know what she's talking about, she's got to outplight their plight. And you know what kind of person you have to be to try to outplight the generation's plight that paved the way before you? Some kind of psychopath or sociopath. Yeah, that's what we're looking at here. You know, so Gen Z females, again, we gotta like call them the lost generation or something, man. They're cooked. They're done. It's over.
I don't blame them, but I'm 34. My biological clock is ticking, and I don't want to be wasting my time with people that are not interested in the same thing as what I am. You know, I ain't getting no younger, right? And also,
what's going on to those that are checking in from the Shorts feed? Salute to the tribe. You guys make sure y'all hit that like button and subscribe. What are you waiting on? And drop a comment, whether you're trolling or not. I appreciate you. Let's go.
Not everyone can have me. They can pay a premium prescription to see me.
What?
For fuck's sake, get it right.
I just want to be soft. I don't want to have to use my brain. But y'all got me out here acting like a full-on dude because y'all ain't duding right.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Hold up. Wait a minute. I know you might think you could dude better than us. Hold your horses there, young lady. You know what I'm saying? How are you going to get a man talking like this? You're not. So what's the goal here? To make yourself feel better, of course. So the internet's your therapy. Well, we watch your videos. We psychoanalyze and analyze your weird ass behaviors. And what we do is when we meet a new one of y'all, we run the patterns across each other. And when they're a match, we're out of there. Benito, gone. Okay? So stop telling us how to be men. We are duding. All right? We're showing you how we're duding right now. We're duding. You know what I mean? So don't get on here whining because some guy, he peeped the patterns. He recognized the Jezebel, low IQ, modern woman, get to the bag, propaganda, indoctrinated BS, and he ran. Okay? Sorry. But I'm not sorry. Let's go. Hit that like button, y'all.
I want to enter my soft girl era. Please.
Dating now is like actually so fucking concerning and embarrassing. We're living in the wrong time. Okay. Where's the romance? Where's the chivalry? Somebody beat the shit out of chivalry with a bat. That shit's dead. I'm literally down to dive face first into a fucking portal and get out of here and go back to like Gatsby era. or go back to a time where instead of sliding into your DMs to meet you, you go to my fucking parents' house, knock on their door, and offer your livestock in exchange for my love.
Ladies, you're only worth sliding in DMs. Okay, the market has been set. You can't complain about it. It is what it is. A lot of you weirdos don't even go out in public. Okay? You're scared someone's going to see your real face without the filters, the makeup, and everything else. The lighting, you know, all that good stuff, right? It's not our fault. All right? It's not our fault. It's not our fault that y'all live like Batman or Clark Kent. You know what I mean? You go out in public. You don't want to be ran into in public. You want someone to, how do you want someone to meet you? I don't get it, right? Or you complaining about they see you in public. How can you women that said that guys are seeing you in public and then finding you on social media? How? Like they're stalking you? How do they know your name? It's whatever, man. This is that main character syndrome type stuff. You guys smash that like button. Let's go.
Like, that's the type of fucking vibe I'm on. These men now are like, first of all, won't plan anything because they want princess treatment. They want you to plan the date. And then they're going to tell you, like, oh, just Uber there. Meet me there. I'm so sorry. Uber?
Yes.
Pick me up in the fucking carriage. Like, I don't know. These men are just like it's weak. It's so weak. There's no, like, manliness anymore. Like,
man, these chicks get a Chad jawline and all of a sudden they can tell you how to be a real man. You guys smash that like button. Let's go.
shut up and go build me a fucking house with your bare hands. How about that?
How about you lead by example? You know what I'm saying? These elves get online and just start talking crazy. See, once the leader elf, Michelle Obama, got on here with her pointy ears, now it's like a beacon and a siren call. All these elves are coming out of nowhere. What is it? What's going on? What did we do to deserve this? You guys smash that like button. Let's go.
The romance? Where's the chivalry? Weren't those all the things women killed off and threw away when they told men to adapt to this new world of dating? The same women who said, I don't need a man.
Yeah, they told us to adapt and eat their ass. You know? Yeah, this is what we're dealing with. You told us to adapt and eat your ass. What the hell's going on out here? You know what I'm saying? Y'all are something else, man.
And are now out here asking, where are the good men? And oh, of course, who didn't see this part coming? Now they're calling men princesses because we don't want to be used or disrespected. The irony writes itself. What I'm
Gentlemen, get your passports, okay? There's something in the water. You don't want your sons turning out like Gen Z, okay? Like, you don't want that. There's a lot of Gen Xers and millennials out here. We can save our kids. We got alpha babies, okay? So I know they're trying to talk junk about alphas, but my son reads very well. I think it's propaganda. They're trying to make it seem like Gen Alpha is just as bad as Gen Z. No, listen. Move out the country. There's something in the water. These women are super masculine. They think by leading with GMO masculine energy, it's going to make us be like, okay, let's, what? We're grown men. We built society. Why would you leading like this make me want to do anything other than leave the country before I tap into my primal instincts that are completely, illegal? I can't just go back to the 70s and, slap some sense into you because you're talking nonsensical as if you're tougher than the men that fought for the country and built the country. Because you're in a society where men have allowed you to speak in a way to where you can disrespect grown men, whereas other grown men couldn't disrespect grown men speaking the same way you do. There'd be consequences and repercussions, be thrown through a wall. Can't be over talking to grown men like that. If you was a grown man talking like that to another grown man, be ready to be thrown through a wall. Be ready to go ahead and handle your business physically. And other men know this. So we don't talk to each other, but you're allowed to because we got these rules and, you can go and run behind the law if we get out of line. It's weird behavior. Why would we want to date you? You do nothing but try to patronize, emasculate, or hate bait. There's nothing attractive about that. You guys smash that like button. Let's go.
Hearing from a lot of women today is this. They want to date men, but they don't want to put in any effort. They want the benefits of a relationship, but without giving anything meaningful in return. No emotional investment, no femininity, no nurturing.
Dead eyes. I'm seeing a pattern here. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. There's a pattern here. Look at this. There's no soul in these females, and it's not all Gen Zers. Some of y'all have soul. Very few to almost none. But look at this. They're trying to outplight the plights of the generations before them. Man, like the Victim Olympics. Like, seriously, right? Studying the generations before them online because all they can do is regurgitate things that they've picked up on a YouTube video, right? Put a book in front of a Gen Z female. She couldn't read 2 sentences of it. She'd break down. You know, she'd glitch up. She swear that you're testing her in some weird way and showing her some ancient, you know, forgotten language. You know, like, what is this? Egyptian or Hebrew or what is it? It's English, bitch. Read the sentences. She won't know how to do it. She got to see a YouTube video. It's just regurgitated nonsense, man. Because you know that no female in her 20s would have gone through enough to be saying things like they do, unless they're out there slurring it out. You got to smash that like button. So it's either, you know, one or two things. You've got the experience of a 40 and 55-year-old, you know, millennial and Gen Xer that's had some good and bad times when times were different and dudes were doing some messed up things, or you're just trying to outplight their plight. It's disgusting behavior. And you're not fooling no one. You got to smash that like button. Let's go.
Energy, just expectations. They want a man who chases, pays, plans, protects, and provides, while they sit back and receive, like they're doing us a favor by existing. That's why the romance is gone. That's why the chivalry disappeared. Because somewhere along the way it stopped being appreciated. It got mocked, abused, and taken for granted.
Damn. Now every time I go out with a man, he expects something out of me. Because of you females who just make it so accessible and easy to get. Yeah. So now every man out here just be feeling like they entitled only when they take you out.
All right, hold up. Let's examine this. Clean your glasses, okay? I wear glasses and shades. It's not feminine for you to be on here with these foggy ass glasses like you just picked them up off of something and just for the video. You probably don't wear these on a regular basis or you be running into things, okay? It's not cute. Okay, you're in here with the bust down or whatever you call these wigs with the fake baby hairs. You know, knock it off, okay? Knock it off. Stop talking like you're on some kind of, you got these below average, and I'm telling you this, is a very handsome man. You're below average. Now, I get it. Sometimes you guys can get on here and talk about guys like, how dare he talk about, no, I'm very handsome, very handsome. You're below average. Knock it off. Knock it off. Nobody cares what you have to say. Knock it off. How dare you? How dare you? You're not speaking for no group of women, but the ugly ones. You got to smash the like button. Let's go. We need to bring ugly back. You know, the word ugly needs to come back. Not this below average, unattractive. Ugly, ugly, ugly. Let's stop it, man. Personality to match. Let's go. Knock it off. Smash that like button.
About to dinner or something, they always expect something back, which is very weird. I'm over it. I'm changing my type. I don't know what's going on in the dating pool, but this shit is basura. This shit is trash.
Date women.
We have self-awareness. We know what's going on. We know what we're saying. We know what we're doing. We know what reality is. Okay, we do things for the plot sometimes.
Gen Zer.
Also, our delusions don't spawn out of nowhere. Like, there's a foundation of which our delusions are built upon. There's a reason why we think the things that we do.
Oh, do tell. Come on, do tell. Smash that like button.
do, okay? Men don't have self-awareness nor a reason for their delusions. A girl will be nice to them and they'll be convinced that she's in love with them. And not only that, their friends, their boys will be like, yeah, she wants you, bro. She wants you, bro. Like encouraging it.
We don't talk like that, Gen Z. Who told you that? Who told you that? Where's the stats? Where'd you get that from? Where's it based out of? You're just talking. You're babbling. You Gen Z females think that because you're saying a bunch of words, you're saying something. You're not saying nothing. You're not saying nothing. Nothing. I'm telling you right now, man. You are the lost generation of females. And I'm sorry for if you're a Gen Zer and don't take this offensively. Just claim you're a millennial. Y'all know y'all look older anyway. Just a messenger. Claim that you're a millennial. This is the lost generation of females. Y'all just be saying stuff. And you're so soulless. You think because you're saying it with a straight face that Gen X and millennials going to believe you. No, your dumbass generation will. Right? But no one older than you. Come on, man. Just be talking. Is it just to go viral? Is that all it is? You know, because there's no way y'all really think like this. There's no way.
At least girlfriends, they'll like if it gets too far, the girls will be like, no, like bring it down a few notches.
Tell me if you disagree, but my experience has been the complete opposite. Men are way more logical, which is why men don't typically pick up on these hints or signs when a woman is interested in him. I can't even tell you how many men have had no idea that a woman is interested in him.
Yeah.
Men are typically the ones that convince themselves that you're not interested. Compare that to so many women that think that every man wants her.
Do you see why, like, you know, the sensible red pill guys, the menace for guys say this stuff that they project? Do you see what they do? I hate to use this word because, you know, it's a slang word at this point, but they literally, man, will be telling you what they do. Oh, just listen to them. Because you know it makes no sense. Like, you ain't never heard no group of dudes or any dudes you talking to talk like that. That sounds like some gossiping hoes. Like, oh, she's talking about herself. And then let her keep talking. She's going to tell completely on herself what her and her hoe ass friends be talking about, how those hoes think, and then you just go about your business. You listen, let them be triggered into telling on themselves every time. We know that we don't move like that. How is a hoe going to tell you how you move and she's not a man, nor does she have one? Think. Come on, y'all. Smash that like button. Let's go.
Pretty sure that's more dangerous.
Men have self-awareness and they don't have a reason for delusion because they aren't delusional. Men have to deal with reality every single day. They don't get to live in a fantasy where they can just demand what they want and expect the world to cater to them. A girl can be nice to a man, and he might not pick up on those signs because men don't operate in a world where they are constantly being chased or validated. Unlike women, who are used to receiving attention no matter what, men aren't conditioned to assume that kindness equals attraction.
It's a matter of fact. You know, I want to talk about this. The more attractive you are, the more, when you hear women online talking about guys are trying to humble them, that's projection. And it's always the pretty chicks, right? It's always a pretty chick talking about, oh, these guys are trying to humble me. No, that's how they think. Let me tell you something. When my kid was getting physical therapy, there was one physical therapist in there. It was a black woman. It was the first time I'd seen her. Now, every other physical therapist, they walk by you, you know, they look at you, and, you know, this chick seen me, made eye contact, turned around, and then the rest of the whole session, you know, the time that we were there, she made sure that she didn't look in my direction. Like why do that cat and mouse assumed game, man? Look, it's not that serious. Right? We're not even looking at you like that. We're not going to chase you like that. This is what they put you through, man. You know what I mean? This is what you got to deal with. Brother, ladies, you know, they project onto us the way that they think. Okay? So when they're talking about these guys be out here trying to humble them, even the handsome guys, no. The women out here be trying to humble your black ass, even the pretty ones. And they assume because, and this is where I don't like the community thing, they, especially the American ones, they assume that because you're black, they automatically have immediate access to you, meaning you're supposed to chase them just because they're American Black women as well. No matter what level Black man you are, you're a couple notches below her automatically because you're an American Black person. And in our little culture, Black woman is queen, no matter whether you believe in that dumbass shit or not, right? So they approach you like you are the kind of guy that's going to be like, Queen Mother Goddess, please step on my back to get wherever you need to go to. You know what I mean? And you don't even believe in stuff like that, but they assume it. They assume it, right? And that's why I'm saying, like, go overseas where every woman knows, I don't know how this Black guy really feels about me. I'm a stranger to him because we're strangers. Like, I don't mind the community thing when we think alike and we're actually building community, within community, and I can relate with you more because we're both Black. But you being Black, you could be a whole nigga. I'm a Black man. You could be a nigga. You know what I'm saying? And you're going to try to infiltrate. Nah, we can't blend together, man. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want that to be assumed. That's all that I'm saying. Y'all be trying to call us like, no, what I do is I look at every woman on the same level. I don't assume that a Black woman, I'm entitled to her because we're both Black. Or that's my woman. If I see a Black woman with a white man, that's that white man's woman. I don't care. I don't care. But y'all project onto us and try to make it seem like it's something other than that. We don't care who you date, what race you get with, just leave us alone. Not saying like, like we don't like none of y'all. I'm just saying like, stop throwing hate our way. Just do whatever you want to do. We don't care. But that's what they do. They project onto you. And they'll babble their way into trying to explain it. But you know how you think. When have you ever gotten around a group of Black men and be like, I show enough hate when they be out there dating them white dudes, man. Yeah, brother. Yeah, let's talk about it. Yeah, I'm going to settle down. Let's get into it. No, man. We don't care. You care. And you feel entitled to us. But you're gonna shake that slave mentality. You're gonna get rid of that generational curse. We're gonna make you get rid of it. We're showing you better than we can tell you. You're gonna work for us the same way every other woman group works for us. We're not, you're not entitled to, Black men and no, stop that, man. Stop that. Stop that way of thinking. I want to put that out there really quickly. You guys smash that like button. Let's go.
A woman could be smiling, laughing at his jokes, or even being flirty, but unless she makes her intentions crystal clear, most men won't automatically assume she's interested. It's funny when she says that women know what reality is, because most of the time they aren't even living in it. Many women create their own version of reality, one where they can do no wrong, where men are the problem, and where they're always the victim.
In 2025, and I'm so serious, can we leave situationships behind? I want my girlies to normalize treating men like they treat them.
Zennial.
Because 9 times out of 10, these men will not forgive, they will not forget, and they will not keep putting up with the BS. And whenever y'all find yourselves in a situation where it's like, ugh, like, should I forgive him, blah, blah, blah. If the shoe was on the other foot, would he forgive you? Think about it.
I like dating for money because when I date for money, I know that the guy really loves me. Okay. He doesn't just say, I love you, and I must just believe that. Okay. He says, I love you, then he backs his words up with actions. He buys me weaves, gets my hair done, does my nails, does this, does that, everything that I need. Okay. Then I can see the actions, they match the words. But if a guy keeps telling me he loves me, but that's all he's doing, how must I know that he really loves me? How will I know? I want to see that you love me, honey. Where's the actions? Where's the actions? Where's the money in the bank?
She does nothing though, right? She does nothing. You're doing all of this for this. And she looks like she might be the kind of chick that wipes her butt back to front. She definitely don't care too much about herself because I seen some extra flubber in her arms. You know what I mean? So what are you doing? Giving all this for I'm gonna leave it alone, man. Listen, this is too much, man. Gentlemen, you're not supposed to be doing all this kind of stuff just to be, talking to a woman or get around a woman. Every video gets crazier and crazier. You guys smash that like button. What's going on?
Okay, I'm your queen. You know how these guys like saying, "You my queen, you my queen." Give me the queen lifestyle then. I must live like a queen, Galoku. If you keep saying I'm a queen, I must live like a queen. If you love me, you must show me. I need to see it in the bank, or I need to see it with the things that you're doing for me. So I like dating for money because I get tangible love.
This woman, and many others like her, is exactly why good men are skeptical about dating today. She doesn't want a relationship. She wants sponsorship. She dates for the perks, not the person. Unless a man is buying her weave, paying for her hair and nails, or funding her lifestyle, she says he doesn't truly love her. But let's be real, since when did love get reduced to a price tag? It's not about building together anymore. It's about what a man can do for her financially from day one. And honestly, with this kind of mindset, it's no surprise why so many modern women are single and constantly asking, where are all the relationships?
You know that dating in 2025 is bad when people ask why you're still single and not married, and you jokingly say, it's because I'm smart. And they agree and they understand why. Love it here.
I lied. I lied to myself tonight. I told myself that I was going to leave this event and go to a classy, swanky bar in Charlotte, sit there by myself with my cleave out, flirt with whatever single guys were there, find a boyfriend, find a husband, whatever. I was going to do that. Then the bar that I wanted to go to closes in an hour. That's not enough time. And then I realized I have cookie dough in my fridge that I'm going to eat after I go home.
Go home and eat it, fatty.
And watch Dance Moms
Of course you're gonna
compilations on
smoke.
YouTube. That sounds...
Of course you're going to smoke, and of course you're going to go home and eat and fart. Gentlemen, what else you need? Okay, this is what they do. When they don't get what they want, they take the girdle off, the makeup off, they go smoke whatever they're going to smoke, blunt, cigarette, vape, and then eat ice cream and fart. Anyway, you guys, that's enough of this kind of crazy stuff for now. I'm gonna go detox and walk outside in the sun. We'll go live out there and do what we do best. Chop it up, talk on some of that spiritual mumbo jumbo. Have a good time. You guys smash that like button again, subscribe, join the tribe. What are you waiting on? I want to hear what you guys think. Was I just babbling into Never Neverland? Like these women like to talk about. A lot of us have the Peter Pan syndrome. These women are so childish that every time they're trying to make fun of us, it has to be related to a nursery rhyme or a kid show, or y'all are just so you before men would come up with some type of way to clown you, the guys would talk about it and be like, do we want to make reference to children stuff as grown men? Nah, we didn't want to do that. But y'all just think it sounds good and key and just start saying it. Anyway, again, smash the like button, subscribe, you guys. What are you waiting on? Let's do this. Go ahead and share the live streams. Love and light. I'm your brother, and I'm out.
In this game, you gotta have that dog in you.
Made in America.